This guy on? Yes, it is. Okay. What's going on, everyone? Got some unfortunate news. The tire just randomly lost air and debeaded while the car was sitting outside. I'm not sure how that happened, but yeah, I'll show you in a second, but I have no idea what happened there. But here's what it looks like. Yeah, it just happened to look like this yesterday. You know, if any of you think I was driving this car, I wasn't. As you can see, there's not a whole lot, like scratches and outer lip just over here, because driving it up the ramps, get it on the jack to lift it up, take these off, just decided to just eat itself out of nowhere. So this tire right here, this tire is very strange. Nothing looks unordinary, looks fine, but for some reason this tire right here hisses. I put it on the car and put it on the ground. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere like right here. I think somewhere right here, this section right here. It makes a hissing noise. Drove it once and the PSI from the monitor said 46, and the next minute it said 37. So this thing's losing air quite fast, and luckily it didn't debead while I was driving it to, around the neighborhood, just to, test it out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep one of the stocks on and get this one redone. Hey everyone, it's the next day. Basically yesterday I got the wheel that had the debeaded tire put back on, resealed and everything, and they did it for free, which is awesome. If you ever want your tires stretched, I recommend going to I'm gonna put it on the screen, go over the build and basically tell you guys what I've done. Not everything that I've done since I got the car till now. I'm just gonna tell you what I've done as of right now to make it look like what it is currently. I'm gonna hope this works. What's up everyone? I couldn't go to the spot that I usually go to because it was crowded. There's a ball game going on. But I do have a different spot. It's pretty wide open. No one's really here. There's cars coming by. I'm basically going to give you an overview of this car. So, as most of you don't know, 2001 Acura Integra. It is an LS, just a non-GSR, obviously not a Type R, not a GS, or what's it called? RS? Is it called RS or GS? I forgot. I got this car about 4 years ago. It was silver, and I'll show pictures up here of what it looked like before. As you can tell, if you open the door, yeah, silver door jambs. I had it painted by a homie. I put his app up here. Yeah, he's a homie of mine. Painted this car. Got me a good deal on it. Well, first off, we're gonna go front to back. With here, don't mind this part right here, but yeah, I got this. This is just a regular Mugen lip. I'm not too sure what type it is, but it's the common one. you get on eBay. It's about like $80 now. It used to be like 50, but. And this is not a OEM front bumper. This is actually a aftermarket. OEM bumpers come with an Integra badge in the front, and this one doesn't have it. So it's these side markers. They're clear, full clear, no amber anywhere. Got these off eBay a while ago. And the headlights are OEM style. They're not actually OEM. Works for me. Looks the exact same. Okay, the fenders are pulled and rolled. Of course, you have to do that to be able to run big wheels like this. So onto the hood. This is a OEM hood. It's not aftermarket. The thing about this hood that isn't great, it does that spot right there. You can really tell looking straight at it. All clear, no bumps, no dents. There you go, a dent right there. That was from a rock that I ran over. Now onto the side skirts. Now I get this question a lot. Where do I get these side skirts from? Just type in type R rep side skirts Integra, you'll find it. Like these are on eBay as well. There's a lot of stuff I got on this car that is from eBay, like style wise. But these right here, these extensions from DevSport, pretty good quality. I've had these on, especially when I had the car like lowered a lot more. This side, like, just imagine this side right here, all the way down to the ground. It used to be dragging the ground. It held up, so I had these for a long time. I did run over like a curb one time. You got this curve right here, but the other side's like completely fine. All right, now we are on to the back of the car. Question that I get quite a lot. Where do I get these taillights? Where do I find these clear taillights? The place that I did get them from, they don't exist anymore, okay? Don't come at me saying I'm gatekeeping or anything. No, I'm not. They don't exist anymore. So let me just tell you how I got them. So these taillights, I got them from eBay, but the person that sold them from eBay was a company from Taiwan. How do I know that? There was a tag on one of these, I forgot which one. There was a tag that said it was made in Taiwan. So there was a company out there that made these, and the guy that was from eBay, I guess, you know, was able to sell them. Limited stock though. I was just randomly, you know, every day I was checking eBay, Facebook for a pair of these. This popped up, and they're not like the lenses that you see on there either. These are fully made. See the backing. Let me just open the trunk for you. So yeah, usually when you want to do it yourself, you obviously have OEM covers or the backing of the taillight, and it's usually black. These aren't black, as you can see. Custom made from Taiwan. That's why they're not black. They're not OEM. Inside out, fully made. The best way you can find these is to just keep searching for someone that might be selling a pair. That's like literally the only way really to get this. A bunch of you know, Civics, EGs, EKs, you're able to find clear taillights all day, like all day for those cars. But for the Integra, it's very, very difficult to find these. So moving on to my rear crash bar from Mayhem Metalworks, and the front as well, but I have the front bumper on so you can't see it. It's pretty darn sick, not gonna lie. I've been rocking the bumperless for a bit. Probably going to put back the rear bumper eventually. I do kind of miss it, so yeah, I've just been rocking this look for a little bit. These blast pipes were actually made by me. I did this. If any of you would like a pair of your own, if any of you decide you want blast pipes custom made, can either be 1.5 to 4 inches, I can do that for you. Just hit up my Instagram. This is my first time making these, so making this as well. So yeah, did pretty good job. For these right here, this is actually for the diffuser. Now I did have a diffuser on this car, but unfortunately I had to take it off. Diffuser, actually, I had this car lifted up on the coilovers all the way, like as far as it can go, and it actually still scraped. It's still scraped on the ground pretty bad. So I took it off, and there was a chunk. There's a little chunk that came off. I had no idea that it came off, and yeah, that sucked. So I had to take it off because I didn't want to destroy it. So these wheels, these are, if you don't know, Workmeisters S1s, 2-piece. For the lug nuts, I do have 326 power lug nuts, 80 millimeters. They're red. I am missing one of these on one of the wheels, and I'm not totally sure how it did that because they're all tight, and I guess that one wasn't tight and it just came loose. So last thing I have here is a drift dialect tire pressure monitor. These actually are very, very good. They have never failed me. Yeah, these are, you know, pretty pricey, but they are also great. As you guys can see, we're gonna just start from the radiator. So this radiator is a Skunk 2 Alpha radiator. I used to have a coil rad, but that broke. Aftermarket fans, these are great. Aftermarket hose lines, radiator hose lines. This is actually a Skunk 2 Alpha version 2, not version 1, version 2 header. Sounds amazing. I heat wrapped it myself. It's a, you know, okay job. It's held up. The intake is just a regular eBay intake. I don't have AEM or anything fancy. The coilovers. So I used to have BC Racing extreme low coilovers that had 20 to 22K springs. Now these D2 Racing super lows. So there's not really a difference between them. Well, as much as I know. I am running a 16K front and rear springs, and they feel fine. And yeah, these actually are pretty good. A bit more pricey than the BC Racing. So if you want to go low, I'll just go BC Racing extreme lows. They're great, but I just switched it up because I had those for like a while. I just sold them and got these. I don't know if you guys want to know about the motor mounts, but they're innovative motor mounts. They're not Hasports. I will eventually get Hasports. This motor is a B20B, JDM B20B motor I got from Honda Motors Online from California. And it was a pretty good price. The motor that I had before had 200,000 miles on it, and I just wanted to get rid of that one and get a better one. So now we're gonna talk about the rear, the camber in the rear. You're gonna look at these lower control arms. These lower control arms are MPC Motorsports. I don't really remember the official name for these, but these are for more of cambered out cars, low cars. Like, these are really ideal for that. Anything else? I do have a spoiler that I don't really use. I don't really like the spoiler look with the bumperless, so that's why I have it off right now. This is kind of the overview. Oh, I do have one last thing. Honda badge. Now, this car is an Acura, of course, but I think I completely lost the Acura badge and kind of wanted to try the Honda one. So we're gonna try and see what it looks like. Where's the hole? There it is. Yeah, that's basically it. Ooh. Ooh, it kind of looks good like that. Jeez. I like that a lot, actually. That looks really cool. Alright. I dig it. I dig it a lot. Actually looks way better. Looks way better than the Acura one. I like it a lot. Let me know what you guys think. Should I rock this Honda emblem? Or should I just take it off, get an Acura one? Or just leave it badgeless completely? But to be honest, that looks sick. I am going to get a tint. I'm thinking about getting a darker tint or chrome tint for the side. And I'm probably going to keep the tint the exact same here. But for the front, 25 maybe, 25% in the front windshield. Also going to get different wheels. Someone did message me and wanted to buy these, so I'm just waiting on the payment. I am going to go a different route, something different. These are 15s. I'm going to go 16s. I used to have 16s in this car, but at first I didn't really like it. I was way too used to the 15s, but we're going to try 16s again, see how that works. So battery is dying. I'll see you guys at my casa, my garage, for the outro. This is it. Well, that's gonna be the end of this video. I'm pretty sure I am going to be selling these wheels by next week. Yeah, this car's gonna be in this garage. It's gonna be on hold for a little bit. I might do some videos on welding and stuff like that. See, tire's still there. Like I said, something's wrong with that one. I'm just gonna leave that one off and have the spare just stay there. But if you're confused on something still, just DM me, message me on Instagram. So much on this, guys. Later.